Yes, y'all, everybody. I'm Nick, and I'm back once again with another bargain basement food review. And I've got a little savoury snack for us to try today on camera. Mr. Healthy BBQ Soya Chips. These were 39p each, or 3 for £1. I got one because I don't know if it's nice or not. What really caught my eye on this one was the packaging. I just thought it was so garish and sort of, bright and without subtlety whatsoever. It just drew my eye to it because it looks kind of snide and cheap, which I love. Mr. Healthy appear to be a company from England. The address on here says Oxfordshire. And there is a website on there, if you can see that. It says www.mrhealthy.co. So not .com, not .co.uk, but .co. I thought it sounded weird, but I tried to look it up. I put mrhealthy.co, nothing. mrhealthy.com, nothing. mrhealthy.co.uk, nothing. So I googled Mr. Healthy BBQ Soya Chips, and it came up with this company, KGN, and it says here about KGN: indulge in some food, beverages, herbal and others from England with KGN London, a unit of UK, passionate exporter, manufacturer, importer, wholesaler, distributor and supplier, delivering nothing short of the best to global clients. So I'm on the snack section because, I'm looking for something that equates to my Mr. Healthy chips. And it seems kind of, sort of South Asian-y kind of inspired, a lot of it. Sort of, Indian, Bangladeshi, Pakistani, perhaps. Those kind of flavours. Look, fried peas, garlic crackers. It all sounds really nice. Chili chatka. That looks good. Green chutney flavoured snacks. Masala flavoured snacks. And these ones on the end, can you see there? Masala. It says KGN on it. And it's yellow, but that looks exactly like my barbecue soya chips. So it's, it says 39p there, which is exactly what I paid. So they're not necessarily cheap, but they looked interesting, so I picked it up. Right, as always, I looked through the ingredients, and when I looked through the ingredients, this was one of the things that made me pick up and buy it, because I'll read through the ingredients and then I'll give you the two at the end, which I thought, what the hell is that? So we've got soya flour, big supplies there, red chili, cumin, coriander seeds, onion flakes, salt, tomato powder, pomegranate seeds, kind of interesting, but not as interesting as the other two, sugar, coriander leaves and citric acid. Now, the second ingredient on here is cottonseed oil. Now, I'd never seen that on a packet of anything as an ingredient. And the other ingredient, which really I thought sounded interesting, is bishop's weed. But I was like, what the hell is bishop's weed? I thought of, bishop weed. It's a line that Super Hans says in Peep Show when Hans and Jez go to play at Godfest. That's what it made me think of, but I doubt it is that kind of weed. So I looked it up, of course, and the stuff I found was basically, it's apparently one of the most hated invasive weeds that you get. It's found in Asia and in Britain as well. But it's also known as gout weed because apparently it has medicinal benefits and it can treat gout and it can treat arthritis historically, basically. But it's apparently one of the most hated weeds in the world. It's very common. If I could just show you a picture, you've probably seen it when you've been out and about walking. So there you go. Look at that stuff there. It's green. Apparently it has a flavour one on its own which kind of tastes like spinach. But if you pick it when it is sort of late in season, I think it starts around February, but if you pick it later in the season, sort of towards summer, it can taste more sort of like more muddy and more not very nice, and apparently can be laxative. But if you pick it whilst it's good, it tastes like spinach and it's good for your gout and your arthritis. Cottonseed oil is another one. So I went down a bit of a wormhole with the cottonseed oil thing. Basically, cottonseed is a byproduct, obviously, of the cotton industry. And in the early 20th century, late 19th century, all the cotton millers thought it was a waste. Basically, it was just a waste product which was of no use, because they got these loads and loads, tons of seeds, and when they tried to mill it to produce oil, it was all dark and smelly and horrible. But in the early 20th century, they found a way of basically producing and manufacturing a clean, flavourless oil out of it. They hydrogenated that, and that basically became a product called Crisco in America, which is a type of shortening, a solid fat, which was a pure white fat, and they use it to make, well, it's shortening, so cakes, biscuits, anything like that. Cottonseed oil also used in the soap and candle making. But anyway, I digress. It's kind of used, or was championed, by the Jewish community because obviously it's a white solid fat that imitates lard. So therefore, because it's 100% vegetable based, it's kosher. But it was also used as a trans fat. It's a real here, there and everywhere one. But the long and short of it is, if we just look up here, olive oil and cottonseed oil are high in polyunsaturated fat, which can help lower your LDL, which is your bad cholesterol, and increase your HDL, which is good cholesterol. But it is also high in saturated fat, which has the opposite effect on cholesterol and increases the risk of heart disease. So cottonseed oil is both simultaneously good for you and bad for you. It's high in saturates, but it lowers your saturates as well somehow. I don't bloody understand it. But basically, they say use olive oil instead because it doesn't have any negative effects. Anywho, let's try these buggers. Let's see what they're like. Smells spicy. Smelled nice. Wouldn't be what I would call barbecue. When you say barbecue, you kind of think of American barbecue, you know, mainly in the West. But yeah, if you look at the front, they're like little kebabs. Yeah, maybe it'll taste like kebabs, that'd be ace. But yeah, look at these little like ear things. Quite a bit of seasoning on that. Oh. Very savoury. Pretty spicy. Like I said, oh, they got a kick right in the back of the throat. Oh, I like that. Spicy. Right. That is going to be too spicy for some people who are expecting normal, sweet, smoky barbecue. But these are good, man. Like, you can taste the chili and the cumin more than anything. And coriander, obviously. It's like, almost a curry-ish kind of flavour, but they're spicy. Like, genuinely spicy. And for 39p, I'm well happy with that. Like, I'll give it a 6.57 out of 10 because I love the flavours, but it's potentially a little bit misleading for a British audience or an American audience. You know, these are kind of Asian-y flavours produced in Britain. I doubt they're going to make it to the States. They've not made it to most shops in the UK. But I like them. Salty, spicy, barbecue, and they may well be slightly good for me. They've got bishop's weed in. But yeah. Good chip. Let's say 7 out of 10 for the Mr. Healthy barbecue soya chips. Get down farm foods, man, if you like spicy snacks, and get yourself a bag. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you're able to like, comment and subscribe, I will appreciate you in heaven. I don't know why I said that. I don't believe in heaven. Anyway, peace out, everybody. Bye.